Hello, my lovely writers. So, what does a scientist and a writer have in common? Don't know? Let me tell you. It's trial and error. That's what a writer and a scientist have in common. They need to do things by trial and error. You know, you'll hear me say many times, writing a book is not a scientific formula. It's not an equation that you have. But there is an overlap there that when you are a writer, when particularly a new writer, and you're finding your feet, you're getting to grips with how to write a book, there is a lot of trial and error. You are still figuring out not just what your process is, about how you put together a first draft, then how you go through your revisions, then how you go through your edits. You're figuring that out as you write. But believe it or not, you're also figuring out what type of book you are writing, what kind of storyteller you are. And you may want to write in one genre, but bizarrely, you find that you actually write in another type of genre. So for myself, for example, I thought I would probably write more literary fiction because that's what I've read all through my life. I've kind of read the slightly more highbrow. I've read the canon, a lot of the canon that we have here in the UK. But actually, when it came to the writing and putting a story down, I found that I wrote very much commercial genre fiction. And even within that, I'm still have been finding my niche, starting off in women's fiction and moving through to psychological thriller, domestic psychological thriller. It's all part of the process. It's all part of that trial and error. And so that's when being a writer is like being a scientist. It's not that it's formulaic. It's not that there's one size fits all and this is a universal law, but there's trial and error. Trying something, it doesn't work. Trying something new, it doesn't work. Making things out of nothing, creating magic out of your writing. But you do have to not be ashamed of things not working, not be embarrassed that a story didn't work, not feeling like you've failed if something hasn't worked out first time. It's all part of the process. And I want to encourage you to see that trial and error as part of the fun of being a writer, that you don't know how it's going to come out. You don't know what's going to happen next. And that is what makes it exciting. It's not what makes it you need to be fearful of it or frightened of it. But actually, that's exciting. That's part of the adventure and it's part of the fun. So that is how being a writer is like being a scientist. I'll see you soon. Bye.